Hello, Ms. Ballard. My name is Sean Sorrell, and today is May 12th, 2020. And I am here today to teach you how to FOIL and later on combined. One is squared binomials, a binomial with a trinomial, and two trinomials, in the easiest ways as I have found to do it. So first, let's start with the binomial squared. So you're going to have x plus 3 in parentheses squared. So first, you're going to want to write out this equation. There we go. And for the word FOIL, we have F-O-I-L. And each one has its own specific word for it. So this is going to be first. This is going to be outer. This is going to be the inner. And this is going to be the last. Now, what these four words mean is it's meaning which of the first do you have to multiply with the last. So it says first, so we're going to multiply this with this x. Second, you're going to do the outer, so it's going to be x multiplied with this 3. Inner, you're going to have 3 multiplied with this x. And last, you're going to have this 3 multiplied by this 3. Now, hopefully when you're doing this, you're not just drawing the arrows, you're actually solving for the answer. So x times x, you're going to get an x squared. For the next one, you're going to have x plus 3, so you're going to have plus 3x. And then you are also going to have another plus 3x. And the last one is going to be 3 times 3. It's going to be plus 9. You have like terms, so you're going to have x squared plus 6x plus 9. Sorry if I wasn't recording that, my bad. Just kind of noticed I was drifting off away doing the work. But in the end, this is what you're going to get for your answer, as you're going to have this once you do the first, outer, inner, last from your two binomials. Write it out like terms, 6x plus 9. Now, this one we already have written out for us. So all we're going to have to do is do the exact same thing like we did over here, FOIL. So your first is going to be your x and your 3x. Same thing with the x and the 5, 2 and the 3x, and 2 and the 5. First, x times 3x, so you're going to be getting 3x squared. Then you are going to be getting plus 5x. Third, you're going to have 2 times 3x, which is going to be 6x. And your last is 2 times 5, which is going to be 10x. Alrighty. So now we do have like terms, which is going to be this 5 and 6. So write out 3x squared plus 11x plus 10. And there you are. That's going to be your answer for that. Now, when you're doing a binomial with a trinomial, things tend to get a little bit different. We do kind of have the exact same idea as FOIL, as to multiply the areas inside the first binomial to the second, but instead you're going to have to multiply every w, or the full trinomial with the single w, and then the full trinomial with the single 4, and then we'll find like terms. So to start, what we're going to have is this 4 times w to the second, which you're going to have is going to be w to the third. Then you're going to have w times 3w, which is going to be 3w squared. And then last, you're going to have w times -6. and that is going to give you negative 6w. All right, there it is for the w, and now we're going to the 4. 4 multiplied by w squared is going to give you 4w squared, then 4 times positive 3w, which is going to give you 12w, and then your last one, 4 times negative 6. That's going to be negative 24. Alrighty, now that you have the 4 multiplied by everything and the w multiplied by everything, we have to write all of these with like terms being combined with each other. So for w to the third, I don't see any following w to the third, so we can write w to the third down here. And then w squared, we have 3w and 4w squared. So we're going to add these together, which is going to give you 7w squared. With here 6w and 12w, you're going to end up with positive 6w. And then at the end, you're going to have minus 24. And that is how you put a binomial and multiply it with a trinomial. Now, finally, we have the trinomial with the trinomial. Now, it is a lot larger from what we had when we were doing the binomials and foiling, but it's pretty much the exact same idea. What you're going to do is you're going to break up both of the trinomials, do a little multiplication, a little addition, and then boom, there you go. Your final answer like is in all of them. So I've already laid out the area what you're going to do. You're going to give yourself a 3x3 box, and then you're going to break up the first trinomial on the side. So as you can see, negative x squared, 4x plus 1. X squared, negative 8x plus 3. Now, we need to get the answers in all of these boxes. So x squared times negative x squared is going to give you, it is x multiplying, they get added. I believe it's negative x4. And then for the same one here, negative x squared times negative 8x. That is going to give you a positive 8 with an x to the third, and then negative x squared plus 3, which is going to give you a negative 3x squared. Now we've already done the first line. Second, just do the second line, the third line, and then there's some grouping that you have to do for like terms that just make everything a little bit simpler. So 4x times x squared, you're going to be getting 4x cubed. 4x times negative 8x, you're going to get 8, 16. That's going to be 32, so negative 32x squared. Then 4x times 3, you're going to be getting 12x. And then lastly, x squared plus 1 is just going to give you x squared. 1 and negative 8x is just going to give you negative 8x. And the last one is just going to give you 3. Alrighty. Now, what you're supposed to do is for this, everything that you're going to be circling, these are your like terms, okay? As you can see, x to the fourth, we have 2x to the threes, 3x to the seconds, 2x to the firsts, and then no x. So right away, you're going to write out the first, so negative x to the fourth. You're going to have 4x cubed, and then 8x cubed. So together, this is going to give you a plus 12x cubed. Then you're going to have x to the second, negative 32 to the second, and negative 3 to the second. So x second, still negative 32 to the second. And then, no, sorry, that's a 1 added to this. So then you're going to have negative 31. And then with this negative 3, you're going to have negative 34 minus 34x squared. Here, negative 8x and 12x, you're going to be left with a positive 4x. And then last off, you're going to have a positive 3. And that is how you do a binomial that is squared, two binomials, a binomial with a trinomial, and two trinomials. There you are, and thank you very much. Hope you all have a blessed day.